This presentation will address the math needs assessment for Sabal Elementary, presented by Olivia Odeleke, Title I teacher. The main concern is that 60% of students, this is nationwide, in grades 3rd through 8th, are below proficiency. So it's just not an isolated situation at our school. It's a nationwide epidemic. Even in high school, 56% of students are not ready for college math. So therefore, this is definitely a concern. Looking at some of our scores, the percentage of students proficient in math per grade level, we can see 3rd is 43%, 4th 61%, 5th 42%, and 6th grade 60%. This is looking almost like the nationwide concern of almost 60% being below proficiency. So we can see that in our 3rd grade and in our 5th grade, those numbers being very similar. This is just some information about the percentage of students not proficient in math by grade level. 57% in 3rd grade. Again, we see some similar numbers in 3rd and 5th grade, representing nationwide figures, while 4th and 6th grade are a little bit lower. After looking at our FSA math data, these were some particular areas to target based on the number of percentage of students not proficient in math in 3rd grade. We see number and operations in base 10. Almost 63% of our students are not proficient in that. So that's going to be a critical area as they move to the 4th grade. Algebraic thinking and fractions, we see 43%, almost very close to almost 50%. And then grade 5, it was really only about 20% not proficient in measurement data and geometry, and also in geometry. 6th grade, we do not have any data at this point. Just wanted to go over a few teacher observations based off feedback from teachers that I've spoken to. There are more abstract concepts presented in 3rd through 6th grades, which also makes it a little more difficult for students to grasp the foundation. Students need more effective feedback in a shorter turnaround time to address misconceptions faster. They may turn in an assignment, but that assignment may not be graded for a few days. They may not get that immediate feedback, or they do homework and they work it out that night. The next morning, they may get some feedback on it, but it's not as soon as they complete it. Also, there's limited time for math interventions in the classroom for the struggling student based on the 60-minute block. So you have 60 minutes for whole group, and you may spend 40 minutes on this new concept. You're guiding, you're doing the guided practice, the individual work, but then you still have these 4 or 5 students who need that extra support, and you may have 25 minutes tops per day to give them the extra support. But if they're already behind, they may need something more. So many parents are not able to support students in math due to the complexity of the concepts. We notice that as students progress in the grade levels, that parent support is a little less because they find these concepts a little more complex than when they were learning math. Also, most students are embarrassed to ask questions in larger or sometimes even small group sessions, not wanting to feel inadequate or not wanting to feel like they're the ones that don't really understand what's going on. And there's always a need for more differentiation, especially when we have students who are missing that fundamental foundation. So we need an on-demand math support system to help our students succeed. Yes, Title I is here to help them succeed, but wouldn't it be even better if we could give them more individualized help based on where they are at their current level? That also a need is available 24 hours a day. What if that student knows they're struggling, but they want more practice? Do they have to just wait to come to Sabal Elementary to get that extra support? And the need is to meet them at their current level and gradually improve their confidence in math. That would be the need. The opportunity, a one-on-one instruction proven to significantly improve students' academic results. Over 3 million students nationwide have used this. Also, most of the times the limitations is that one-on-one instruction is impossible in our day and age because of the cost and how many students that we have to service. It becomes unaffordable and it's non-scalable, something that's really not manageable. Well, that's where this program, Think Through Math, this is where Think Through Math comes in. Well, what is Think Through Math? Imagine if a teacher was available to every student, even outside of the classroom. Wouldn't that be awesome? And they could get their answers answered in a one-on-one setting. A system for success, just-in-time, direct instruction. It has student motivation. As students progress through the program, they can actually get motivation. They can get rewards. So it has a built-in student motivation system. As students progress through the program, they collect reward points, and those points actually turn into dollars that the company donates to charitable organizations. So as they build their confidence in math, they also have the opportunity to contribute to their community. There are personalized learning paths based on their current level, not their current grade level, but where they are, and we can personalize them. We can put what specific domains or specific standards we would like them to work on. It's data driven. As they progress, the questions get more rigorous to help make sure that they master those domains. And again, this is rigorous content that is aligned directly with Florida state standards. It's a 5-step process. You have the warm-up game, which actually activates their prior knowledge. They get guided practice. It's not a lot of reading. The guided practice is basically, here's a problem. Let's interact with it. And as they're doing that, they get direct feedback. So if they get it wrong, they'll give them a hint. They'll have 2 hints, and then they'll also have a live teacher available if they need to ask questions or to chat or to clarify any misconceptions. The third step is the problem solving. They're actually working out some real world problems versus just solving math problems. There's a big difference when you can approach a problem and now your brain is activated because you're motivated to figure out, how can I solve this? The fourth part is the practice, and then the 5 is the post quiz to make sure that they have mastery of it before they are allowed to move further within the pathway. I'm actually also attaching a sample demo that you can easily play for yourself. This is a middle school sample, but I am in the process of working on an elementary school sample, but they both have the same type of layout. Some features that make Think Through Math a little unique is, first of all, there is an embedded calculator for some basic calculations. There are math words available. There are formulas already available that they have access to on the right panel. It's on-demand, one-on-one instructor support in both English and Spanish. Also, they have text. The wording can also be audio. So if they're having problems reading, it will read the problems to them, and it can read it to them in English or Spanish also. Teachers can assign specific lessons based on Florida state standards to supplement in-class instruction, or they can do specific standards or domains can be assigned for students to progress through. It has detailed monitoring reports, which are available in real time. So as the student completes it, that teacher or the Title I teacher will have access to review that information the same day. This is really differentiation at the highest level. Again, it's unprecedented differentiation. I like the word here, unprecedented differentiation. It's a web-based system. It has proven results of raising math achievement. And so this program will really target our Tier 3 students. We'll provide that intensive intervention for students who need to rebuild their foundation. And it can be a documented form for documenting the intervention strategies that we are utilizing. It's a very flexible model. It can be intensive from 45 minutes a day, or it can be supplementary 2 to 3 times, 30 to 45 minutes a day to help those students where they need it. FSA testing would help us to identify our lowest 25%. And this is just a sample of the license fee, but it's a 12-month program, and students would have access to it again 24 hours a day, and it ranges from $18 to $20 per student based on how many students we have. But this quote right here is just if we license 200 students, would be $18.75 per student for 12 months. And again, that includes differentiated instruction programming license. We would also get some professional services and staff development in order to make sure that we can utilize it to its full potential. In conclusion, Sabal will have a system for tracking individual students who are below grade level and know exactly what standards are being supported with documented intervention. Sabal Elementary needs an on-demand math support system to assist students below grade level. Think Through Math is research-based. It can provide one-on-one instruction for our struggling students in English and in Spanish. And it offers an affordable way to help increase our overall student achievement in math. I think this program is a great way to be piloted with our Tier 3 students, and it would show, did we see an improvement? Did we see those students move? And it could be something we use as enrichment or supplement for other students for years to come. I've included the contact information of the Think Through Math representative, and there will also be like a 5-minute video also attached that kind of takes you step by step also through the program. I hope that this would be a viable option for Sabal Elementary to help our 3rd through 6th grade math scores increase dramatically.